Hi, my name is Peter. I am 34 and I live here in KL. I've been out and I've been with a partner for, well, this is coming to our 11th year, pretty much after university. Growing up was a bit harder. I grew up in KL. I went to LaSalle PJ. If you know LaSalle PJ, it's an all-boys school, and I knew that I was not quite the same as everyone else. Certainly, my interests were somewhat different. It's sort of a telltale sign when I suppose you start liking music. You know, you like theatre, you like to dance, you like to do all sorts of other stuff except go on the sports field. Well, that was me. So I knew from an early age that I was different, and it was tough because back then I didn't have the internet. Internet wasn't in existence, and basically there was no one else to talk about what it was like being the way I am. We didn't have any books to tell us what happens or how to go about doing anything. So you muddle around, you stumble in the dark, you grasp at straws, you go through some dark patches where you try to fit in to other people's expectations. Well, that's what I used to do. I would try, I would force myself to try to be normal, right? You put in an effort because you don't want to let your family down, you don't want to let your friends down. Back then, if you were different, if you were gay, if you were homosexual, or just effeminate or different in any way, it wasn't on, right? It wasn't. I was teased at school. You can't really get away from the teasing, especially in an all-boys school. I was never, but I have to be honest, I was never physically intimidated. I suppose growing up in that sort of environment, you put up a very good defensive mechanism. Certainly I had a lot of defenses up. In fact, I think I was rather a prickly personality when I was growing up, and it was all part of the defense mechanism. When things started getting better, when I was honest with myself, and I think honesty and acceptance has to start from inside. You have to be brave enough to look yourself in the mirror and accept yourself for who you are, for what you are, and to realize that there is no shame. You haven't let anyone down. You are in fact very loved and very supported, and I found that a lot of my friends, firstly they didn't care, secondly they sort of guessed. So there I was growing up thinking, oh my god, it's such a big deal, and I'm going to be a sus, an outcast, I'm going to be useless, I'm going to be a freak, and I've had very, very good friends who, they're like, well, we sort of knew, we were just waiting for you to tell us. And really, when you have good friends, they see you for who you are. Your friends and family, if the ones who really, really care very strongly for you, they'll always be there. We don't give them enough credit. I certainly think I'm very blessed and to have such a wonderful environment, and I'm sure you will be too. You just have to believe in yourself, love yourself, that's the most important. Love yourself. When you love yourself, you open yourself up to more love, and that's the truth. It does get better, really,